All right, here's our Unit 7 test review. Make sure you get this done so you can bring it tomorrow for the test. So it says, which of the following expressions shows how to correctly implement the quadratic formula to find the solutions to this quadratic? Now, does it equal 0? That's the question. Does it equal 0? Yes. So that makes this A, this is B, and this is C. So A equals -3, B equals -2, and C equals 9. So we're going to write the quadratic equation. X equals -b, so the opposite of b, which is -2, is a +2, plus or minus the square root of b squared. So that's b is -2 squared minus 4a, which is -3, c, which is +9, divided by 2a, 2 times -3. Now, you don't have to actually plug this in or anything, because we're just trying to see which one of these matches. Okay? And the best one that matches this is going to be A. Okay, matches it perfectly. Number 2, which of the following can I solve using the quadratic formula? Okay, so if it's quadratic, that means it's degree 2 which means the highest degree is x squared. Cool. So fourth and the third power, nope. Third power, nope. Fourth, third power, nope. It's got to be A. Okay. Degree 2, the highest degree is 2. Okay. All right. Factoring this. So when you factor, you are not doing polyroots. Okay. You're going to make sure, if you don't have this equal to 0, you're going to make sure that you set it equal to 0. And then we need to find the factors of 16 that add up to the middle term 8. So 16 is 1 times 16, and then don't forget -1 and -16. 2 times 8, -2, -8. 4, 4, -4, -4. Okay. Now, which one of these add up to make 8? So 4 and 4. So we have x and x, 4 and 4. Since they're positive, it's positive. So our best answer is letter D. Okay. Now, for number 4, if we're factoring something with a negative in front, you have to factor out the negative sign. When you do that, it changes all the signs. Change all the signs. So now we're just going to factor this, but you cannot forget that negative is still going to be out front. Okay. So I'm going to take that C value, -40, and what multiplies to make -40 is 1 times -40, -1 times 40, 2 times -20, -2 times 20, 4 times -10, -4 times 10, 5 times 8, -5 times 8. That's it. Which one of these add up to make a +6 in the middle there? Well, it's going to have to be these, -4, +10. So I want to put, x and x, -4, +10, okay? However, the answer is not D because it is missing this very important thing out front. We cannot forget what we factored out at the beginning, which has to be a negative, okay? So this negative only is going to be for this one right here, okay? That's the most important thing that people are going to forget. Don't forget it, okay? Number 5, let's factor the same. Y squared minus y minus 20, put it equal to 0. Let's find the factors of negative 20. 1 times negative 20, negative 1 times 20, 2 times negative 10, negative 2 times 10, 4 times negative 5, negative 4 times 5. And which one of these add up to make, so negative 20 factors that add up to make the middle term, negative 1. And that's going to be right here, 4 and minus 5. So I got my y's, plus 4, I got minus 5, and there we go. Okay, cool. All right, number 6. If I'm solving this, to solve is when you're going to set them equal to 0. Okay, so you split it and you do a minus 5 equals 0, a plus 10 equals 0. You set both of these equal to 0. And then you solve. So the opposite of minus 5 is plus 5. So 0 plus 5 is 5. To get rid of plus 10, you do minus 10. 0 minus 10 is negative 10. Okay. So positive 5 and negative 10 is going to be letter A. All right. Now solving these, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can do all of these with our calculator if we use not spreadsheets, if we use polyroots. Solve, 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 polyroots. Okay, so your new document, don't save number 1. And let's do the polyroots here, okay? So this is what? Degree 2. And what are my coefficients? Now that I know it equals 0. So my a sub 2, my a sub 1, and my a sub 0. A sub 2, if there's no number in front, there's a 1. A sub 1, I got negative 5. A sub 0 is negative 6. So I'm going to do menu 3, 3, 1. I hit enter for degree 2, and I'm typing in these numbers. And I get enter, 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 negative 1, comma 6. The best answer I get. By the way, polyroots is menu 331. Right? Okay. Negative 1, 6. The best answer is B. Well, number 8. Okay, again, it's degree 2. So I'm going to figure out A2, A1, A0. So out front, A2 is negative 2. A1 is negative 4. A0 is 16. Press menu 331. Hit OK for degree 2, and let's type negative 2, negative 4, and then 16, enter. And I end up getting negative 4, comma 2. Best answer is B. Cool. All right, now here we go. We got a different degree here. We got degree 3. So I got to write A3, A2, A1, A0. So A3 in front of x to the third is nothing, so put a 1. A2 in front of that is 5. A1 in front of that is negative 2. A0, the constant, is negative 24. Once again, menu 331, but we change the degree to 3 before we hit enter, and we type the stuff in. 1, 5, negative 2, negative 24, hit Okay, enter, enter, enter. I get -4, -3, +2. My best answer is D. And last but not least, okay, this is degree 4. So I need A4, A3, A2, A1, A0. So A sub 4 is 1 because there's nothing in front. Now A3, I don't see x to the third power, so since that's missing, I gotta put a 0. A2, in front of that is a 6. A1, do you see how there's no x term by itself? And then what we should have done first, okay, is we bring this over here, x to the 4th plus x squared, 6x squared equals 10. Is this equal to 0? No. So to get rid of that positive 10, we subtract 10. We get x to the 4th plus 6x squared minus 10 equals 0. Okay? This is the equation that you got to use for this problem. So we had 1, we had 6, but your a sub 0 is going to be -10. Okay? A lot of people are going to put positive 10 and get the wrong answer. Okay? But this is it. So let's go ahead and type this in the calculator. NU331, it's a degree 4, 1060, -10. I hit enter, enter, enter. I get -1.165. The 5 rounds the 6 to a 7, so -1.17, comma, +1.17. It rounds also that one. Okay. This is what your review is about. Your quiz, or your test tomorrow is exactly like this. Exactly in the sense of very similar. So make sure you do all of your review, bring it tomorrow, and be ready for that test.